Alright, welcome back guys. So, I just finished recording this video and I realized that I didn't have my mic down. So I'm gonna do it again. But anyway, this is the fourth part, I believe, of this series. I'm on Roadhog now. And he is a character that if you've played League of Legends or Dota, you would recognize the fact that he has this ability. And it's a really powerful ability. Um, he is the more DPS oriented tank on the roster. Really, really strong, really self-sufficient. But we'll start with this first. So his left click is a shotgun. Just a regular shotgun. The closer you are, the more damage, obviously. He does really good damage for a tank. If you get headshots with this thing, it's gonna shred. He has a secondary fire with his right click, which shoots this little ball of scrap. If you're far enough back, the scrap will open up into a shotgun blast. So you can get some pretty crazy damage going with that. So if you're like right here, you headshot somebody, it's like you're point blank shooting them. Really good. Roadhog really shines against barriers and against characters like Orisa and pretty much all of the tanks. He's just really good against tanks because they're a big model. He can walk up to them and just blast them. So the interesting thing about Roadhog as well is that he is, I think, the only tank aside from Hammond, but even Hammond has more utility. Anyway, Roadhog doesn't really have any team-wide utility. He has his hook, which is a stun. It's a movement, displacement tool, which is really powerful. It has a low cooldown of, I think, 8 seconds. I think I just tested it in the last time. Yeah, 8 seconds. And it is just really good. If you can hook people consistently, like every 8 seconds you're getting a hook, and your team is helping you out a little bit, every 8 seconds that could be a kill, basically. He has another ability on his E, which is a heal, that heals him for 300, and it also reduces the damage he takes by 50%. That's a lot. This makes him by far the most self-sufficient tank in the game. I don't think any other tank can heal themselves, other than, I guess, Sigma with his little shield thing that absorbs projectiles and gives him shield, but it doesn't last forever. He's giving himself 300 life. You'll also notice that Roadhog has 600 life, no armor, no shields, so he is he's pretty thick, but he doesn't have the additional defenses of armor and the regeneration that shields offer. So the way that Roadhog plays is kind of like an opportunity tank, right? You see someone's out of position, hook them, they're dead. You can try to flank, you can interrupt abilities with your hook. Let's say this is a McCree ulting, boom. Oh, stopped his ult. Oh, it's a Reaper ulting, hook him, stopped his ult. Oh, another Roadhog is hooking, or not hooking, but ulting. You can hook him, stop his ult. And yeah. Roadhog's ultimate ability is Whole Hog, which is just an absurdly ridiculous amount of damage that he can pull out with this thing. But it is very easy to interrupt. He's susceptible to being interrupted while using that. Roadhog in his mirror matchup against another Roadhog, you typically don't want to hook first. And the reason that is, unless if you know you can kill him in one shot, is that he can just heal. Oops, I have something in my eye. So if I hooked him first, he could just blast me, or heal himself and then blast me, and then if I try to heal myself, he can hook me, because he didn't use his hook, and interrupt it and then kill me. But if you know that he's like one shot away from dying, go ahead and land the hook. If you know that he, is going to die in that one shot, there's no point in not hooking him. Okay. Another example would be if a diva is using her ult, you can use your E, because that ult does, I think, like 1,000 damage or something crazy. It will save you. It'll reduce the damage you take by half. And if you're above 500 life, you should survive, which is pretty good. You can also hook the ulting diva mech to the ground and save your allies sometimes, but I wouldn't recommend doing that unless if you kind of know what you're doing, because you'll also get your teammates killed that way. What else? Roadhog's counters would be, let's think about this a little bit. Who is Roadhog countered by? He's kind of countered by himself. Reaper is pretty good against him, although Reaper also gets kind of countered by Roadhog. Tracer's really good against Roadhog because she's really hard to hit with that hook, and she can just farm her ultimate on him. Teams that just do too much damage to like your co-tank's barrier, because if your teammates are dying, they're probably going to get a little bit mad at you if you don't swap to something that can help protect them, because again, Roadhog doesn't have any sort of utility in that way. But you're going to want to pair Roadhog with Orisa. You could also pair him with Reinhardt. He's good with pretty much anybody, but you want to keep in mind your teammate's ability to survive, and if you're not able to help them survive with Roadhog, you might want to swap to something that's a little bit more utility oriented. So yeah, anyway, that is the end of this video. Hopefully this time it actually works out, and yeah, if you like this video, please like my video, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And the next character is Sigma, so that'll be fun. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.